What's up, guys? Today's topic's regarding games. Well, I guess I'll start by stating how games were formed. They originally were just invented as a way of passing time, a way of doing something entertaining yourself, entertaining others, and also interacting with others. And keep in mind, when I say games originally, I mean like sports games, because there weren't video games for a really long time. But yeah, it was all around good thing. You got exercise, you interacted with people, it was good, and it was just for fun. But then later on, as the world developed, people started to realize that it would be even more interesting if there were some kind of stakes, some kind of competition. So that's where competitive sports comes from, such as like basketball or football or baseball or soccer. I don't like soccer, but anyways, all sorts of things. And then later on, as technology developed, video games were invented, which are just a way of escaping reality, I guess, and a way of being in a different sort of person's life and seeing their perspectives and doing things in a video game that you wouldn't never even want or have a desire to do in real life because they're so dangerous, but you can do them in a video game, and it's sort of a stimulation of all the things you wish you could do but you can't do in real life. I really have never been much of a sports person. I do like to play like basketball or football, like with friends, if it's just all for fun. I don't like being competitive with sports, but for the most part, I'm really just into video games. I always have been. Since I was old enough to learn how to play them, I've loved them. And still to this day, and probably for the rest of my life, will love video games. There are mind games, which are games people play on each other just for their own satisfaction and thrill. As far as video games go, like violent video games, I've never really understood when parents say that they don't want to buy their kids violent video games because they don't want them to grow up and end up doing those things in real life. My parents always bought me violent video games and I loved them, but I never ever thought that I wanted to do any of that when I grew up. I mean, I could see where someone with mental problems would do that, but I guess it's just depending on how your child is. So I think I've kind of covered everything in the way of games. I mean, video games, mind games, sports. I think all three of those types of games will always be around, and they'll always get better as the world goes on. And yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for my future projects.